nothing to do with cholesterol. Okay, let's move forward. Let's go another step forward. One of the other interesting findings from Framingham, which was never publicized, that once you hit 50, as your cholesterol dropped, your mortality rate increased, cardiovascular death rate increased.
Wow.
Right?
So as your cholesterol dropped, your mortality rate went up.
Because most of the issues around heart attacks coming up to the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, that was really getting a lot of people's attention, that people were having heart attacks under the age of 60, right? Yeah. That was killing people in their 40s and 50s, right? But after 50 or so, myself, a number of scientists in 2016 published in BMJ Open a systematic review. Well, we looked at basically all the observational studies of people. It was involving over 70,000 participants in many studies looking to see, was there an association with LDL cholesterol in heart disease in people over 60? First of all, we found no association. Surprise, surprise, no. Zero. Wow. And an inverse association with all-cause mortality. Okay. In other words,
this is definitely not making the media, man.
Well, you kind of knew this from your your work,
definitely not.
Right?
Yeah,
the higher LDL, less likely you are to die. So why was that? LDL has a role in clearing bacterial toxins, right, in the immune system. And older people are more vulnerable to dying from infections, and even probably linked to cancer as well. So there's probably some protective mechanism there from LDL. Yeah. So you've got no association with heart disease in older people, right? So the next question is, okay, there was a mantra that was being pushed in cardiology amongst doctors, amongst the profession for a very long time, that the lower your LDL, using mainly drugs, but potentially diet as well, this linear relationship, as you lower LDL, you get a reduction in heart attacks and strokes, and that's a linear relationship, and the lower the better, right? Right. To the extent where his name, if I remember correctly, his surname was Roberts, I think it was William Roberts, who in one of the cardiology journals, he's an editor of one of the major cardiology journals, 2011, he wrote a paper, an article, which was entitled, "It's the Cholesterol, Stupid." Right? Yeah. And in that he wrote, I mean, you read it and you just think, this is just unbelievable. He wrote basically, you can be an obese, diabetic, sedentary smoker, and as long as your cholesterol is low enough, you will never develop heart disease.
Oh my God. Wow.
Right? So we tested this hypothesis by actually looking at industry-sponsored...
Is he still practicing